Hi, I'm Jeff Shropshire with Shropshire Insurance over Texas, and today we're going to help both homeowners and commercial property owners try to lower your premiums for your home owner's insurance as well as for your commercial property insurance. And what that's going to be is a change of thought. The way to lower these premiums is we're going to have to think differently about how we take care of our homes and our businesses. The insurance policies of past have kind of acted like maintenance policies. They're not that way anymore. The coverage has been much more restricted, tied down, and underwriting requirements have definitely gotten tougher. So if you are wanting to make sure that you reduce your premiums and get the best coverage for your homeowners and for your commercial property insurance, these tips in this video are going to give you those guidelines. First of all, we're seeing the companies change a lot of their underwriting requirements, and they're using dates, cutoff dates, as ages of certain products or certain parts of your home, your business, such as the roof and appliances, to where if the age gets out of hand, they're going to start either reducing your coverage or non-renewing you. So let's talk about the biggest factors that the insurance companies look at when they're looking at covering your home or your property insurance. And the very first factor here in Texas, especially in West Texas, is going to be that roof up there. Roofs are very important because it's kind of the number one claim that happens because we live in severe weather territories, and hail is primary and then wind is second, to where we run into problems with the amount of claims that are being paid. Insurance companies are being very selective right now on what type of roofs for either homes or commercial businesses in regards to the type of roof and the age of the roof that they want to insure and or give the best coverage to. So roof updates is very important. You're going to get asked that a lot when you call and get quotes from other carriers. You'd get that from Shropshire Insurance of Texas. They need to all want to know how old that roof is. And they also want to know what type of roof it is, because we're finding that on time-wise, roofs that can start either getting older than 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, depending on the carrier, you find on the policy either you can get non-renewed or you see the coverage that's being offered, less coverage, and your premiums go up. And that always gives everybody an ulcer. So we have to make sure that the roof has been updated within the certain timeline to where we satisfy the company's underwriting requirements. So if you have an old roof, anything that's approaching 15 years, you need to have your roof inspected. Doesn't mean you've had a claim. Sometimes we may get into the point where we're going to have to pay for roofs. We already have higher deductibles, and roof maintenance is an expectation that carriers are going to have now for our homes as well as for commercial property. So you need to have the documentation to show how old that roof is and if you've had it inspected on a regular basis, to where you can have something from a roofer that says it's been checked, it's been looked at. That documentation should be shared with your agent to where your agent can fight for you. Here at Shropshire Insurance of Texas, that's what we do. Fight for you the best homeowners rates, fight for you the best commercial property rates, but we need documentation to do that. We'll also need to make sure you have the information on your roof about what kind of roof it is, the material of the roof. Is it a composition roof? Is it hail protective like a class 4 roof? Is it architectural metal? Is it a metal roof? All these things matter, and it'll also depend on the type of endorsements that will go onto your homeowner's policy. But again, the more information we have, the more work you've done and invested into your property, the better your insurance coverage is going to be, as well as the premiums that you're going to get. Another area that they look at is going to be in the plumbing and electricals areas. We kind of combine those together because we look at this in the areas of how old the home is will trigger questions in these areas. And then on the commercial side, they're going to ask this question all the time. But the older the home, the older the building is for a commercial building, the more important the answers to these questions are. They're going to want to know on the electrical system how old the panel is. And then how have you had it inspected? What sort of wiring is used in it? Make sure there's no knob and tube or aluminum wiring. They're going to ask those questions. On the commercial side, they're going to want to make sure that you've had some inspections done. Have you had an electrician out? Are you making sure that there's no influx of currents that's going through that can trigger fire? In the electrical areas, we're concerned about fire. You still see homes burn to the ground because of electrical fires. You see commercial businesses burn to the ground because of electrical fires. Those are preventable. The carriers want to make sure that those areas are being readily checked and they're also being maintained. That means you're having to do more repairs. The same with your plumbing. Commercially, we're going to want to make sure we know how old the building is and what sort of pipes are running through there. Is it PVC? Is it steel? Or do you have, cast iron, or do you have copper? Those make a big difference with the type of rates that you get. Same on your home. Depending on the age of your home, you may be asked some questions about what updates do you do. Do you have a plumber come out to look at the little water turnoff knobs underneath the toilets and sinks to where you could turn the water off without causing another leak? Do you use water sensors in your home or in your business to notify you immediately if there's a leak so then you don't have a big event? Those are things that need to be documented and shown to your agent as well. Also, on the plumbing side of things, just adjusting fixtures, changing out toilets, doing things that need to be done are helpful for us to know, and the dates that you did it, of when we can share that with the insurance underwriting team to save you money. So plumbing, we want to watch for anything that could be a preventable water claim. On electrical, we want to watch for anything that could be preventable fire claim. And you do that by having regular maintenance and regular inspections and documentation. Finally, another area that they look at strongly is the heating and air conditioning systems. It's the same sort of exposure that you have electrically, but fire is what we're concerned about. Older units, whether it's on your home or your business, can cause fire. The wiring can get old, the motors can overheat. There can be a lot of problems with heating and air systems. So if you have maintenance agreements with heating and air systems, those are perfect. That's great. Save that documentation to give to us to where we can help you get you the best price. Same for your home or your business. Document that these items have been looked at on a regular basis. They've been approved. Repairs have been made. And when units have been replaced. Anytime anything has been replaced or a major renovation has been done in any of these areas, your roof, your plumbing, your electrical, or your heating and air, that information needs to be shared with us as your agent because it can continue to lower your premiums and raise the availability of coverage for you. Taking care of the property of your home or your business is a major thing that we do here at Shropshire Insurance of Texas. We want to help you with all your homeowners and commercial property needs. So contact us at www.shropshireinsurance.com. And we thank you for listening to this video.